You guys remember this place? Maybe. Let me take you around. Right there. You remember?
The southern exposure.
Check this out. So I decided to take a ride because for one man who has been threatening me for all this COVID thing, I never said a word. I just love him. He's a brother. But like Mama and Papa always say, you cannot make sure when you pick a fight, you gotta complete that fight. Pick your battles. So he started a war. I was sitting down, minding my own business. We don't see each other. I think it's just the anger. So right now I decided to come to Grillmeister's house because he has been talking some stuff. And there he is. So he said since you want to start a fight, I was like, well, I'm going to bring the fight right inside his house. He has been beefing me about his solar, his generator, the southern exposure. Now is a COVID thing. I have my mask on. He doesn't have one. But so that he tell me that he really want to fight. So I was like, okay, so what do you want to fight about? Talking about his generator. So check this out. Now I have to bring all my guns. Few of my guns.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Few of my guns here because we're going to see what this going to do at Grillmeister's house versus his Generac. So I'm not going to try and include this bad boy into it. You guys saw the video I made yesterday on the starter. And if you can see, he has a new winding there. It's a starter cable. So, and I just want to probably start a fight a little bit with this Yamaha EF 2000 RS. So against the Generac. So this is what it is. I came down here in a Japanese way. So what do you want to?
I just thought, I was having a moment where my batteries were getting a little low because it was a cloudy couple of days, and we had a storm come through, and my power lasted a few hours while everybody else was out of power, and then my batteries ran too low, and the system did what it should. It protected my batteries, and it shut down. Well, I thought, well, I need to have something to maybe beef up the batteries, so why not get a little backup generator? So in the case of something like that, I can run it for a little bit, power the batteries up a little bit, and then I can run stuff. So I found, a small, a decent little Generac is the model, or the company name, generator. And I thought, well, that's a good deal. It's a decent generator. They do a wide variety of everything from your full entire house to your building to your job site generators. And I got a good deal on basically a brand new one. And I thought I'll pick it up and I'll swing by my buddy Johnny Solars and run it by him and say, hey, what do you think of this, brother? This is my idea, and what do you think? And could you come over and see what we can do, and will this work all right, And for some odd reason, I think I created a monster, because next thing I know, there's a couple of Honda generators at his house, and then a couple of Yamaha generators at his house. So I think I created a monster. But that's okay. Look at him go. He's going to town. He's doing his thing, and it's all right. So it's we're pushing each other. We're driving each other to do bigger and better things, and that's okay.
Well, as you guys seen the storms, what I'm doing right now, people don't even prepare for all this, and even that, just don't have one generator. Make sure you always do the maintenance and start them up and see how everything goes. Mm-hmm. Make sure they're working. If you have one, it's advisable you can have two. If maybe it's a little one and you got a big one. And this is what I've done. And Dave kept pushing me and pushing me. He doesn't know that I already prepared some guns behind me. And, this is what it is. And now what I'm going to do, Dave's going to throw a challenge. I don't know if he has the wires or anything. So we can see. I tell Dave I can power his entire house. I can power his entire house. This is the war. I'm not trying to even charge his battery, just to power his house. Then I can load my stuff and get out of here. So, see, maybe I can make him upset for the rest of the year. And we'll see back when the COVID over. So this is what it is. So I'm with my Honda vehicle here, bringing all the Japanese. They're all from Japan. And I didn't bring the Hondas though. I didn't bring them. I just brought this guy because this guy is going to throw the fight with his Generac, whatever it is, 23, 3500. And after that, I would just say, you know what? I'll light up the entire house with this bad boy. It's a 6.6 kilowatt engine. You can power both legs, and you have a 120 outlet here, and with a 20 amp, then you have 120 or the 30 amp. So you can drive all the power for the generator, or I can use the 240 line 1, line 2, L1, L2 to power the entire house with this guy and with the central air, because the central air is smaller. The only thing that's going to be a little bit challenging, you got the great monster I hate so much, the water heater.
Yeah, the bane of his existence.
Yeah. So that's why I brought this, because we're going to power the water heater and put a dent into the house and just pack my stuff and get out of here. So, and because of that, I didn't even just come locally. I brought my racing fuel. You know, when you run generators, it's recommended you use the 91 gas, which is the classic premium they use for racing cars or maybe classic vehicles. So that's better for smaller engines and lawnmowers and trimmers and all the, you know, whatever driving mowers you want to use. So you can use that 91 fuel. It's better for your engine, for smaller engine, and very complex for more power. So don't just use a standard gas, because it's not going to get you anywhere. So I've done some few things into this, and I want to run this a little bit so I can get some little bit hours on them, and I can change the oil. Likewise this one, I haven't done anything here, so I'm waiting so that I can do both of them together. So what do you think, Grillmeister? You ready for this?
We can work on something here, brother.
Okay, well, let's take it in. Let's go inside and see what we can do.
Ready?
All right. All right, look at this. Look at that Grillmeister's thing. That's a monster. Look at that thing, and it's a bully though. It's a bull. Look at this guy, so little. That's not right. Well, I'm gonna call this fight Grillmeister Dave versus JWSOLARUSA. We're bringing it down on the channel. You wanna see this? Watch the entire video and see what's gonna be happening here tonight, because it's gonna be crazy. Right now, he's cooking his batteries. I don't know if you have a full charge today, but we can go downstairs and check it out first and see if we can able to play with power. If the batteries are full, then we have to probably do a rematch for this. Let's check it out.
So the tomato stuff.
Well, before we're gonna start the fight, look, he's still fighting. He's still fighting. So now look at this is what I've been doing all day. All because it's garden and everything. Yeah. I get it. You have a point. I give you a point on this. I don't have any canned things. And these are all from the garden or what?
Well, I did buy about a bushel of tomatoes, and I got some extra cucumbers for my sister and stuff, and I did buy some other produce, but I got some pickled asparagus, some relish, some pickles, canned tomatoes.
I hope you didn't pick up this one at the store just to show off.
No, I did all this. I got some butternut squash from a friend and a neighbor over there.
See, this guy don't give up. He's still trying to put the fight. Stand up with the fight. Look. Because he knows I grow things, and now he jump into the garden thing and he's fighting and fighting. Look. Look at that. You get even a nice cart to put all this stuff.
And then
where's the
probably down
potatoes?
lower, I'll put some sweet potatoes down there, because I'll be
there you
harvesting
go.
my sweet potatoes probably next week.
All right. So this used to be the battleground here. So guys, and the grid tie inverters are already out. They used to be here, and Dave is still dragging himself because he already got some power. He doesn't want to do anything to fix the system
Well,
tied into this. You already have the panel right here.
I got that, and then I also have
You got his transfer switch here.
I got my transfer switch. I just got to get the electrician at some point when I can afford it, and get them put that in.
He's still dragging, so maybe we can utilize this too, because they also, guys, remember, if you don't remember, go back into my playlist and go to grid tied inverter limiters or GTIL2, and you will see all these ones, because one is tied into leg 1 and leg 2. This is how it's wired. We ask the electrician to do that, and we have some extra panels, breakers here on the panel. And now he still ran out of space. So what we're gonna do now, he's gonna think about taking this big boy, this big boy here, and the transfer switch, and look at that. He's trying to showing off about everything. He thinks I'm gonna settle for less. I'm not doing it. We're still gonna carry on with these fights. And look at that. You got a big panel. I think there's a 200 amp.
No, it's 100 amp.
It's 100 amp right there. So yeah, so it's gonna be trying to put it right here, eliminate all these other stuff.
Boxes, yep.
And from there, that thing is still there. We're still gonna leave it there, or maybe the transfer thing is gonna be there. And let's go check some power. This is my greatest enemy in the house. Don't look at me. I don't like you. Instant water heater. I don't like it. I can show you the specs. You would just hate this thing. Any grid person won't like this. Look at that. Look at that. A monster. Now we are back into the system here. This is where we decided to put the system. And right now Dave is running some few cords. And you got one old battery here, I think was what, 32 batteries?
Something like that, yeah.
Yep, so I'll let you guys count all the cells there. And it's on sitting full charge here.
Getting pretty close.
See that? And the sun is still kicking. He made about 5.3 kilowatts today. Right there. So right now he's bringing 200 and some. And let's check how many amps he got into the, oh, look at that. 173 amp hours he put into the batteries. And he's still on bulk. It's not even fully charged yet. It's getting there, but not completely. So let's give you the settings here. I know a lot of you guys like been asking me questions. So that's the settings right there. Okay. All right. So these are the Nissan Leaf batteries. Right here, Grillmeister Dave's house, which I was gonna say, JWSOLARUSA. No, this is Grillmeister's. Look at that. Look at this monster we created. And it sits right on the corner. And look at all the wire going all the way up and up, all the way. So that's what we do. That's the solar wire. You got the lightning arresters. So since he's still charging, I don't know, we might probably able to trick the system and see if we can able to do that. So by doing so, gonna be tricking it in a way that we're gonna come right here and tell it to put it in auto here instead of timer and state of charge setting. So it's not gonna be on state of charge, and see the grid is off, it's not connected. So we put an auto, so you can just sense it, and we can just go from there. Check this out. Let's see. It's 100%. So all the power now is burning. It's just the appliances are running some of the other stuff. So that's why the inverter is giving you that buzz. All right, let's go try something and see if everything's gonna work for us today. Live here, Grillmeister Dave's house in Minnesota with the JWSOLARUSA. All right.